Hey collective, hey, welcome to Chakra Energy Readings. I am Queen Shadi, and I thank you all for stopping by. Thank you all for liking the video. Thank you all for sharing the video. Thank you all for viewing the video. I appreciate it so much. I am here only as a vessel to facilitate a positive connection with our ancestors and spirit guides. I ask that the ancestors and spirit guides of pure love and light guide us on a healing journey of our chakra energy that will ultimately bring us into inner, standing, and complete oneness with all. We thank you, God, for the ancestors and spirit guides, and we give you the utmost gratitude for our being. I apologize for that pause. I had a message come through and kind of had to put it on the back burner, but I guess I need to get going. So let me start by saying chakra energy readings and my personal IG page are the only two things you will see me posting on. I have not contacted anyone. I have not attempted to reach anyone. So if someone is pretending to be me, it is not me. I feel like I need to say that. I don't know why. But I have a full plate. I do not solicit myself in any kind of way, even from the pages that I do have on Instagram. Basically, they are there. If you run across them and you're interested, that's how I hope that you will find them. My personal Instagram does have connection to it, only because it's kind of like my bio personal page. But you won't see any postings about chakra energy there because it is my personal page. So again, if anybody is reaching you attempting to be me under chakra energy readings or Queen Shadi, it is not me. If you do have any question, you feel free to reach me by email, which is listed in the About section on this page. All right, so let's get started. The first message that we're going to do is the Ace message. That is a one-card draw from the Ancestors. Again, this is the Ancestor messages portion of chakra energy readings, where we reach or get direct messages from our ancestors for the collective. Right now we have Izon coming out. She is the goddess of miracles. She is number 42 in this deck, which means she does represent the crown chakra of manifestations and connecting to higher self, connected to God, source, ancestors, and most spirit guides, whichever way you like to go. Ayazan is here representing miracles for the collective. She is saying that you can create anything you would like. You can create good, you can create bad. You can create lessons, you can create hardships. But in the creation, you must know that they all are miracles for your life. Us waking every day is a miracle. The use of our body completely is a miracle, meaning your limbs, all your limbs and all your senses and functions is a miracle. Being able to express yourself is a miracle. So when you look at your life and the basics, starting at the root chakra and working yourself up as the things that are necessity in your life, those are miracles if you have them, because not everyone does have them. I'm also getting here a message of if you are able to produce children, if you are able to produce offspring, that is a miracle. We are given this miracle in order to not have our offspring do what we say do, or have our offspring live the life that we did not live, but to have our offspring come into this world and be a branch of us, meaning they go their way to understand their life, to live their life, to learn lessons, and to grow. But when we keep kids, children, young adults, even some older than 40 that are still tied to parents, you are shortening the growth of your life. When you keep your child tied to you as a parent, and this is for the elders, whether you be over 40 on up, and you keep that child tied to you, that is shortening their growth. Definitely, if you have any say in their life, personal life, love life, if you have any say in their life and you are causing them to make decisions based off of what you have lived, or what you are not giving, or what you had to struggle through, then you are not being the best parent that you can be. Parents are here to instruct. We have a time actually from beginning years on up to 25 is when our brains are fully developed, to give knowledge and wisdom to those kids, children, young adults. Once they get there, you cannot control somebody's outcome in life. You cannot tell them which way to go, or should you be upset that they don't go the way that you want them to go. So I don't know, I feel like the Spirit is telling me there's some parents out here that are stifling their children. They're stifling their children in love. They're stifling their children in life. They're stifling their children in wealth. They're stifling their children in health. The way you feed them still, these things are coming through as you are not helping your branch of your tree. You are breaking that branch of the tree. So please try to, if you are a parent and you are doing this with a child because your life didn't turn out the way, and I'm sorry if it comes off a little harsh, if it didn't turn out the way you expected to, please remove yourself and allow your child to grow, understand life, and develop. God is with each and every one of us, and they will help that child, adult, or adult child, as we have out here nowadays, to grow into what they have. And the reason we have these adult children is because the parents are trying to live their life through them. You're getting a child, adult, older adult. Some of us still don't know which way to go because of what the parents have instilled and programmed in us, their traumas. So learn to deal with the traumas that you have. If there's traumas that you have with your parent, be open about it so you can release it. If you are released of it, move forward and seek your answers from God, Source, and your spirit guides, because they will not guide you wrong. Okay, so now we're moving on to the Goddess Temple draw. This is 1, 2, and 3. The first card is, let's see here, what do I need to know? And that I need to know, or we need to know as a collective, is that this is a celestial alignment. Celestial alignment. This is Goddess Inko Sozamia. I'm so sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong. She represents 41 in this deck, which is the crown chakra. So we need to know that a celestial alignment is upon us right now. The second thing is, let's see. what should we be feeling, or possibly what as a collective we may be feeling, and that may be scarcity. We may be as a collective, as a whole, feeling scarcity amongst ourselves, possibly because we are not connected as one. A lot of us are awakening, but at the same time, we know that everyone has not awakened, and that is truly, truly, if you are in a time of receiving and giving, knowing that that will be definitely traumatic to the ones who are not awakened, because great things are coming at this time with the celestial alignment. So scarcity in your life says that maybe there's some things that you still need to be working on. If there's some things you still need to be working on, it starts with the inner. Please work on the inner. You can also review videos. They are timeless, they are fluid in my timeline or in my channel. So please review those, because we are not in the time of scarcity. We are in the time of harvest at this moment. If you are dealing with there, then there is some things that you may need to look at personally. And last, physically, what we need to be doing is, this is the card Tanit, representing pleasure. She is representing our sacral chakra, as you can see here. That will, so sorry. That will be the candle that will be represented with the element signs this week. That is again the sacral chakra, and Tanit represents pleasure. So we should be living, enjoying, loving, and caring for each one. Sorry about that interruption, but if you think of it on the soul, mind, and body aspect of it, the soul is time for a celestial alignment. The mind is thinking of scarcity, which needs to change. We should always think in abundance. Whether you're there or not, it's about changing your mindset from scarcity to abundance. And lastly, it will be body, and that will be pleasure, enjoying the harvest that you should have received at this time during this celestial alignment. Also, let me say that there is another variance going around. This one may be worse than the others. May have something to do with brain and flesh eating. I don't know, but please be careful. I am getting this as a downloaded message. I did think about it a couple of days ago and kind of did a little bit of research and saw that there is something out there right now. So please protect yourselves and wear masks when needed. So now that we did our Goddess Temple spread, we're going to do the Talking Drum Ancestral spread. This Talking Drum Ancestral spread consists of 6 cards where we have specific questions that the ancestors will guide us. We have an ancestor that actually comes out as the one who is giving us the message. So let's get our 6 cards for our message. So the first one we have come out is Jumbi. Jumbi says is the great ancestor that is meeting us today. This is a collective message. What should we do, or what do you need from us? Jumbi is the next part of the ancestral drum message. Alright, and the answer is soul forgiveness. Soul forgiveness as a individual, soul forgiveness as a family, So forgiveness as a community, so forgiveness as a people. Next, we have out what ancestral patterns do we need to be aware of, and that is represented by Queen Nandi. Queen Nandi represents intuition, that we do have intuition. We are connected. We are connected to Source. We are connected to God as a true people. We do have true intuition that guides and leads us daily. So that is the ancestral pattern that we all need to be aware of. Next, we have, where are we blocked? Again, etheric cords represented by Erzuli Dantor. Those cords means that we are tied to programming still. Possibly we are tied to old ways. We are tied to the backbiting. We are tied to the pettiness. We are tied to the envy and the jealousy that comes with the programming and conditioning that we need to remove. Next card out would be 5, and that is represented by this card, which is Medusa Enraged, and that question is how to evolve. It's time to get mad. It's time to get not mad. I'm not going to say mad. It's time to move into getting answers. It's time to not sit back and be quiet. It's time to move forward as a warrior for yourself. It's time to seek the knowledge that you request. It's time to get clarity on the vision that you know us or as a collective will need to have. And lastly is what we need to know most, and that is represented by Ma'at, the goddess Ma'at, giving and receiving. I don't think this card has ever came out. So that's Goddess Ma'at, giving and receiving. So I understand that card to be as we are to start learning and sharing what we learn. We are to gain wisdom and knowledge and share that wisdom and knowledge so we can then stand up together as a collective, as a people, to stand for what is right. Then we can then allow those etheric cords to be broken, and we can then listen to our intuition over all the pettiness, because if you're in a state of negative vibration, you will not get the intuition that you need to oversee. People don't understand, even I think some readers don't understand, there are several layers of energy around us, and so it is very important to get outside of those layers to see from a higher perspective. If not, then you're basically repeating the same situations and circumstances that you possibly have dealt with in a previous life, past life, friend relationship, romantic relationship, family relationship. All those things kind of swirling around you and just making up new situations. So you have to make sure that you are breaking these etheric cords in order to reach the intuition that is sent down from the sun. Yes, sent down from the sun. That way you get a higher perspective on what we should do as a people. Once we do that, we can remove these masks. We can live in the royalty that we are designed to live in, and have soul forgiveness for ourselves, for our neighbor, for our family, for our community, for our collective, for our people. Wow, that was very good. I enjoyed that message very much. Very, very much. All right, thank you all. I'm going to do another message, but I will break this ancestor message up. This will be one just from the African Goddess Rising, and then I will go back to my ancestor messages cards that I made from the previous channel. That will be a separate video. please stay tuned for that one. You all take care. Talk to you later. Bye.